I wanna make this very clear, right? This life, and everybody go through shit. Everybody. Everybody go through different shit. Some people go through some of the same shit, but one thing about it is we all gonna have our own perspectives on what happened, right? And then life got to keep going on. You know, some things happen when you was a child. Some things happen when you ain't really had that much say so, but it happened. Feel me? Sometimes people walk out of your life, walk in your life, all type of things happen that's out of your control. But you got to understand this: like at some point, the misfortunate events that happen in your life, the things that seem to be against you and happening to you, at some point you must turn that into an opportunity. You must turn it into something that's a total different narrative than what it was set out to be. I don't care what it is. I don't care what the hurt and the pain is. That's your duty. That's your job. Like literally, if you don't get to the reasons of and make your own. I don't want to say the reasons because you could never probably truly really know the reasons behind someone else's intentions or you might feel like you got bad luck, unfortunate events happen, but it is your duty to redefine that. It is your duty to change that narrative to where you're the winner. You know what I mean? To where you're the victor and not the victim no more. You got people walking around 50, 60 years old. I know life is hard, man. This shit is not easy. And I don't think it ever was made to be. And it definitely was never made for any of us to ever compare ourselves to each other or our stories to one another's. You know what I mean? We might could relate, but you can't look at nobody else's life and say, yo, you got it easier than me. Maybe at the moment it might seem like that, but regardless, you are not exempt from the accountability of, like I said, redefining your life experiences and using them to catapult you to the next level within yourself and of life. You know what I mean? And I'm sitting here saying this, and I can say this easy, and I can say this with conviction because I'm somebody that put myself through a lot of bullshit. I allow my traumatic experiences that happened when I was a child, happened as an adult, happened through relationships. I allowed that to control my decision making, control my reactions, right? But at some point, I said, I can't keep going like this. I can't keep telling the same story. Like at some point, right? I'm like, I gotta get a hold of this shit. I gotta get ahead of it. You know what I mean? I have to deal with it. Because what happens is this: like when we don't deal with our shit, we put it on other people. I'm guilty of that. We project that shit onto other people. We even if it's just calling people all the time, asking them, yo, you can listen. You know what I mean? This happened to me. This happened. Nah, why don't people don't take 2 seconds out to deal with their own shit? Like it'd be like, yo, let me just call you my friend, so you need to listen to me for 2 hours, speak on the phone about an event that happened in the past that's affecting you right now, without really looking for any form of solution. It's just like you comfortable with that familiar victim role, and it's time to get out of that shit, yo, and it's time to get away from it. You know what I mean? I ain't saying judge nobody, but I don't believe that, and I used to think like this, but I don't believe that anybody's life is harder than the next person. I believe everybody had their own challenges that's unique to them because they're unique. Everybody got their own story that's unique to them because they're unique. I don't think we're supposed to be out here saying, oh, you playing the game on rookie. Well, my shit, I had to start life on Hall of Fame. And I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I feel like that. I'd be like, yo, why I gotta be the one, right? To know certain things. Why I gotta be the one to feel certain things, right? Why I can't be like dumb and blind and just all into the material world and so lost. You know what I mean? Even though that come with a lot of suffering too. But I know a lot of us that's like aware of ourselves on more of a spiritual level too, and know that life is not just a physical thing to where we just run around and have physical experiences and don't grow on the inside. Those of us that know that, it do feel like we got a bigger burden on us. It do feel like we got more obligations and things like that. But don't allow yourself to get to no place where life is happening to you. Find the opportunity in what you're going through. That is your duty. That is your job. Find that, redefine it. Find it and then redefine it. You know what I mean? And redefine how valuable that is to you. It's just all about perspective. It's all about changing the story. You feel me? Like, can't tell the same story forever. Like, all right, this happened to me when I was 20. Now you're 50, so you just told this story for 30 years? Nah, like, you being irresponsible. There's people out here that got children. And let me tell you something. We all going through shit. Like, I done dealt with depression. I done dealt with anxiety, like serious anxiety. Like, I done had my mind psychologically played with. I didn't grow up in the best circumstances and all that. But I'm like, yo, I'm fucking here. If I'm gonna stay on this planet, if I'm gonna live, I want to live abundantly. I want to live a prosperous life. I don't want to believe that my life was made to be for me to suffer, for me to be in poverty, for everything to be scarce and shit. Like, and I used to really buy into that. But at some point, I'm like, yo, this happened to me. Okay, this is going on in my life right now, but what I'm going to do with it? These are the cards I'm dealt. What I'm going to do with it? And anybody that keep repeating them same type of stories over and over and over again to you, and sucking your energy dry, looking for sympathy and all of that shit, that the games that we are taught to play in this world, we taught that a friend is somebody, a shoulder to lean on. To a certain extent. Because when you really deal with your shit and redefine and find the fortune and the misfortune, right? Your conversation change. You don't talk to your friends too much about traumatic experiences. It'd be about building. It'd be about business. It'd be about, like, man, it'd be about generational shit and all that. But we get into that on a whole nother video. But I just want you to know, like, it's an opportunity in everything you've been through. It's an opportunity in everything you're going through, and it's your responsibility to find it. It's your responsibility to stop listening to that same story that's playing in your head that you've been telling yourself, or that your teachers told you, or your mom told you, your dad told you, whatever the case may be. Like, yo, we all come from something that's gonna feel like we got the shitty end at some point. You know what I mean? A lot of us from the hood. I'm from the middle of the hood, man. And you get tired of suffering. You get tired of hearing yourself tell the same old story. Like, you get tired of being a victim. Nah. So look for the opportunity, man. Look for the opportunity. Like, be the opportunity. I'm gonna talk about that in another video, yo. I ain't mean to really make this video this long, but it's stop always searching for opportunity and be an opportunity. And your opportunity is going to be in your story. Your opportunity is going to be in everything you went through. But you got to find, like, I'm talking about really genuinely find the value in it. And when you do that, you will have something to give you will have a gift and something to give that nobody can take away from you. You feel what I'm saying? It's just uniquely made for you. And it comes with, and you can't separate it. It come with all the hard shit. It come with all the misfortunes. So you gotta take the good with the so-called bad and keep it pushing. You know what I mean? That's my advice, And stay away from people that's still on that lame shit that ain't found their way, yo. You might catch up with them down the road, you might not, but you are the one that's suffering. You are the one that's confused. You the one that's going through some shit, so you deserve to be rewarded. You deserve to work and reward yourself. And that work come from redefining yourself, redefining your reasons. And that shit gonna come with a separation. That shit gonna come with not doing the shit you used to do, not being around the same people you used to be around with. Different challenges. You get to a place in life that you've never been in before, to where it's unfamiliar and you're just rolling with it, you know what I mean? But that's where you want to be at. You know, so don't allow yourself to tell yourself no sad story, and don't allow other people to keep telling you their sad story, because all it's going to do is fuck with your mental. You know what I mean? That's a part of your mental health. I ain't mean to make a video this long, but I'll be passionate about this shit, man, because I really been through a lot of it, all of it, and still be going through it. But once you realize you're in control of this narrative, and you can change this narrative, you can write your life how you want it. You can really truly be the author, and you will be praising and loving everything you ever went through that seemed like it was the worst day of your life. It'll be the best day of your life. Shorty broke up with you, lost that job, mom, dad wasn't, whatever the story is, it's there to give you, it's an opportunity and a gift for you, and it's up to you to find that. I mean, I done said enough. I'm going to holler at y'all on the next one.